LPBW, Matt Roloff slammed for selfish new farm move. Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. For latest news update, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. When it comes to the Roloff farms, LPBW star Matt Roloff always flips the entire script. He shows a completely different, almost cutthroat side of himself whenever it comes to the family land. The celeb never becomes two peas in a pod with anyone, which clearly leads to the downfall of his entire clan. But even after the disintegration of the Roloff family, Matt hasn't learned his lesson and he is still choosing profit over peace. Yes, you read that right, his latest farm move isn't sitting well with his audience, and viewers are calling him selfish now. Is this true? What is this all about? Keep on reading to learn some shocking details. The LPBW family owns more than $12 million worth of property and land. The combined worth of properties owned by all the Roloffs is now blowing LPBW viewers' minds. Apparently, owning land has been a tradition, and the star kids have clearly understood the assignment. Zach and Tori have a stunning property in Battleground, Washington, worth $1 million. Then comes Jeremy and Audrey, who have $2.5 million, and they also own a cabin for $750,000. Molly and Joel Silvius live in a house worth $477,000 in Washington, and Amy and Chris reside on a property worth $588,000. How could we forget the Roloff farms? Apparently, Jacob and Isabel live on the Roloff farms, while Matt is now selling a portion of them for $2.895 million. This makes it clear that the Roloffs are proud owners of $12.71 million in total. LPBW. Fans accuse Matt of being selfish for putting farm on sale. Matt Roloff turned many LPBW viewers' heads by making a shocking announcement on his Instagram. He shared several pictures of his house and barn and claimed that he ended up putting them back for sale. The celeb wrote, just listed, 23,781 Northwest Crossendar, or perhaps better known as Roloff Farms. He set the price for $2,895,000, which was less than $3 million. Matt further listed all the perks that the purchaser would get and boasted about the beauty of his property. While some viewers were quick to wish him luck, others slammed him for being selfish. A user noted that it was very sad to see the property back in the market when Matt already had a chance to lock a deal with his own kids. Another fan added, very sad it isn't staying in the family. Someone further wondered why Matt didn't want his sons to carry out the legacy of the Roloff farms when the latter was upfront and willing to do so. Viewers were angry because they had watched Zach and Jeremy struggle to lock in a deal with their own father. Matt was in no mood to sell the land to Zach and Jeremy, who offered him a decent amount. He wanted to make more profit and even ditched his own sons. However, the celeb's price chart is evidently coming down after Zach and Jeremy decided to move out of the Roloff farms. What do you think? Do let us know in the comments. Keep coming back to the TV season and spoilers for more updates. LPBW. The Roloff family owns more than $12 million worth of property and land combined. It's been a while since Little People Big World began airing on TLC. Back then, it was just Matt and Amy Roloff living in their 100-acre pumpkin farm with their 4 kids. But it's the longest-running show on the network with as much as 2 decades of content that's been aired on TV. A lot of change has taken place, with the farm feud being the most shocking one. Matt had earlier wanted the farm to be in the family. However, the patriarch changed his mind. He first intended to sell the property to both Zach and Jeremy, but he had such a hefty price on it that neither of them could afford it. So they went on to have places and farms of their own. Jacob and Molly also moved on similarly. Since then, there has been a lot of discourse about how much property the Roloffs own combined. Let's find out. LPBW. Matt Roloff put 16 acres of farm on sale after lessening the price. Back when Matt Roloff attempted to sell a part of his farm for the first time, he wanted to do it for $4 million. It included 16 acres and some attractions from the pumpkin patch celebrations, as well as the big house. LPBW fans know the family lived together in it, but after an unsuccessful attempt, he decided to turn the place into a vacation rental briefly. It turns out Matt attempted to resell the property in August 2023 yet again. When that happened, he had cut down the price to $3.395 million. When that didn't work out, it looks like the LPBW star has taken a third attempt to sell the property with an even lesser price. As per the buzz, Matt now wants to focus on his retirement, and his final price to sell the farm in 2025 is $2.895 million. LPBW. Here is the combined property worth of all the Roloffs. As LPBW viewers have been curious to know the combined worth of properties owned by all the Roloffs, here is a quick gist of everything as per TV season and spoilers. When it comes to Roloff Farms, we know that Matt is now selling it for $2.895 million, but that's not all. Apart from these 16 acres, the adjacent land that Annie Roloff once owned and its acquisition are worth $1.5 million. Coming to Sash and Tori, they shocked everyone after moving to a property of their own in Battleground, Washington, worth $1 million. They had made the purchase in 2021. Then comes the ambitious Roloff couple, Jeremy and Audrey Roloff. They became owners of a fixer-upper property 5 minutes away from Roloff Farms for $2.5 million. But they didn't stop there. They also purchased a cabin in Bend, Oregon. The couple had the intention of turning it into a vacation rental and purchased it for $750,000 in September 2021. As far as Molly Roloff is concerned, she and her husband Joel Silvius live in a house worth $477,000 in Washington. But there is one more Roloff that's remaining, Annie Roloff. After selling her farm shares to Matt again, she moved with husband Chris Marek to their place, which is priced at $588,000. However, Jacob and Isabel Roloff are living on the Roloff farm itself. They were earlier living in an RV and decided to move into the family farm and don't own a property of their own. So when we combine all these properties, the Roloffs are proud owners of $12.71 million in total. Keep an eye on TV season and spoilers for more LPBW updates. Little People, Big Worlds, Matt Roloff selling family's famous farm, a launchpad for big dreams, exclusive. Matt Roloff, 63, has listed 16 acres of the 109-acre Helvetia or property featured on the hit TLC show about his family, including the 5,373-square-foot farmhouse for $2,895,000, with the real brokerage, Painfull confirms. Roloff Farm and the original farmhouse has been a monumental part of my life for over 30 years, the reality star said in an exclusive statement to Painfull. This legacy property was shared with millions of you around the world through Little People Big World. It holds some of the most magical memories and will forever live deep in my heart. Related, Matt Roloff of Little People Big World lists family farm featured on TLC series for $4 million. Roloff once lived on and shared the property with his ex-wife Amy Roloff, 62, and their children, twins Jeremy and Zach, 34, daughter Molly, 31, and son Jacob, 28. Yes, I had truly hoped that the entire farm would remain in the family forever, but life happened, and that was not meant to be, said Matt. My kids each have their own wonderful lives, some with their own farms, projects, and their own individual dreams, which I honor and am so proud of. Matt reminisced about the land, but more importantly, his life, stating, "As I approach my 64th birthday, this old grandpa has learned that less is truly more. These days, I find joy in life's simpler blessings, spending time with my precious grandchildren, focusing on a new, exciting TV project, and soaking up the Arizona sunshine." The 5-bedroom, 5.5-bathroom main residence is equipped with a primary suite, 2 offices, a custom kitchen, and a home theater, reads the listing, held by Matthew Tursek of The Real Brokerage. The home also includes an impressive 6-car garage, outdoor swimming pool, and spa. The farmhouse, which has been around for over 100 years, underwent renovations a couple of years back, resulting in modern upgrades such as granite countertops and stainless steel appliances in the kitchen. Matt first listed the property for sale in May 2022 for $4 million. That same year, he began offering the property up as a short-term vacation rental and expressed how much joy the farm brought to guests. "It's been incredibly rewarding to see others fall in love with the land just like we did," he said. "While I recently finished my new home on the adjacent 80 acres, where I will continue to homestead, the time feels right to pass the torch." Related, Matt Roloff is turning Roloff Farm's big house into a short-term vacation rental. Think Airbnb. With the property being so monumental to the Roloff family and their success, Matt hopes for the land do to the same for its prospective new owners. He goes on to say, "This property isn't just a home, it's a launch pad for big dreams. There's a kind of magic here. The moment you step on the farm, your senses tingle, your imagination soars, and your heart feels like you're home. We know the next owner will love it as much as we did," he said. The sale of the land and property hasn't been smooth sailing for the father of 4. When the property was first listed for sale, it caused tension between Matt's then-girlfriend Caryn Chandler and his son Zach, which played out on the show. "I've been going back and forth about exactly what to do with the north side of the farm," Matt said at the time. "This process has been filled with some emotions and anger, but now I've got this new plan. If it plays out the way that I hope it does, I think life on the farm is going to change forever." Little People Big World premiered in 2006 and has aired 25 seasons. Satch and his wife Tori Roloff exited the series in April 2024 after announcing season 25 would be their last in February. That May, Matt said leaving TV